Wish I could meet the Queen. Hello? Odd to see a friendly face here. What are you up? Private Faye, at your service. Well, at someone's service. I'm doing something useful here, right? This isn't just some cruel punishment, is it? All I know at the moment is to mind my P's and Q's a bit more around Major Allen. I was telling jokes in the mess hall with some of the lads and he went off at me. Said I should respect the uniform more. The next day, I found out I got assigned here. Bloody brilliant. Don't know what he was so upset about. Might have said some crude things, but so what? It's just Tommy humor. Here, what do you get if you cross Ivani with it? Actually, never mind. I should keep that one to myself from now on. Hello? Odd to see a friendly face here. What are you after? Private Faye, at your service. Well, at someone's service. I'm doing something useful here, right? This isn't just some cruel punishment, is it? All I know at the moment is to mind my P's and Q's a bit more around Major Allen. I was telling jokes in the mess hall with some of the lads and he went off at me. Said I should respect the uniform more. The next day, I found out I got assigned here. Bloody brilliant. Don't know what he was so upset about. Might have said some crude things, but so what? It's just Tommy humor. Here, what do you get if you cross Ivani with it? Actually, never mind. I should keep that one to myself from now on. Guarding, I think. I mean, I am a soldier. Not sure why anyone would ever come here, mind. But I'll guard it anyway. Drive off the odd scavenger and such, you know? I had some Thamesfolk mercenaries to help with the clear-up duties at one point. They're not affected by the tunnel cough, see? But they buggered off after we had a bit of a disagreement. Bloody thin-skinned sludge suckers. So now, I just stand here, waiting for the next guard rotation. I'm certainly not stepping foot inside. Thanks, I think. This here is the remnants of a fucking tragedy. We used to hole up tunnel cough victims here and attempt to contain the disease. We had doctors too, trying to study them, trying to treat them. Well, it didn't work. None of it. People rebelled, turned violent, broke out. They all died, of course, but not before spreading the disease even further. Not a lot to see now, other than a slew of corpses and a cloud of death. Mostly to keep the nosy idiots from getting themselves killed. I suggest you pay heed, unless you want a deadly taste of tunnel cough yourself. Mind the gap and all. What? Everyone knows what tunnel cough is. I mean, we don't know. From what I hear, attempts to study it haven't always ended well. But we all know to keep the hell away from it. Linger too long in the red miasma and your lungs start turning to mush. What starts as a pained, bloody cough swiftly turns your brain seizing up and your heart contracting in on itself. So watch yourself. There's enough bodies around here already without adding to the pile. From what I've observed, death comes as a blissful escape. But only if you catch it lightly. You might get lucky. Enough stims and medicine, and you can pull through after a while. Get exposed to the big dose, though. Death, sure as nightfall, creeps its way across your flesh. The only thing that can prevent it is a proper military gas mask, which, thankfully, we Tommies have access to. I've heard some civilians been giving them for special missions, but that's way above my rank to know about. You can go ask, at base, if you're interested, over at the Imperial War Museum. Can't promise they'll care much for you, though. What? Well, you know, that's what they say, isn't it? About watching out for tunnel cough. I think my gran said something about it starting off in tube stations. She was with the civil service and had some old leaflets and stuff teaching people to keep away from the tunnel cough areas. Mind the gap, they all said. So yeah, mind the gap. I suppose it does sound odd when you think about it. It's just one of those facts of life, isn't it? Tunnel cough, radiation, hooligans, taxes. They just are, right? Though I guess it is interesting to consider how it came about. It all cropped up yonks ago. Maybe some science experiment gone wrong. Governments used to love lots of big science experiments. What, some secretive bunch wanted to drive us all out of the tube stations with a crazy new disease? Bunch of conspiracy nonsense. If you want to wear a tinfoil hat and act the loony, go hang out with the Camelot idiots. I've got no time for it. Sure, beats just standing here on my own. Yeah? Weirdo. We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
What? You're dead.
Hell yeah. Just die! My arm, it's broken.
I wouldn't tarry if I were you. Mind your P's and Q's, or you'll mind my bullets.
Get out of here.
Huh? Watch your back. Because I can see exactly where my knife would fit.
You're what's bossing
I could spend my tickets on bullets or bookmakers. I know the better venture.
Alright, geezer. What can I do for you? It's 'cause of this little beauty I've got lodged in me skull. Alright, geezer. What can I do for you? It's 'cause of this little beauty I've got lodged in me skull. A reward for some dodgy demolitions testing. But that's just how things go sometimes when you're a professional bomb maker. No pain, eh? Your vet says I need to get it taken out before it kills me. But I say nah. Makes me sharper, this does. Sometimes you need a little reminder that if you don't put your life on the line, then maybe you're not really living. And I'm sure there ain't no lead in it. Mostly sure. The heroes of London we are. Protectors of the peace, defenders of the downtrodden, all that sort of thing. Well, that would be nice if it were true. Fact is, the dogs have been doing us dirty for a long time, and every week feels a little harder than the last. We'll pull through though, we always have. Right? Alright, geezer. What can I do for you? What are you asking for? Alright, geezer. What can I do for you? What are you asking for? Not some syndicate spy, are you? You keep your nose to yourself. Right-o.
Hey, you that fresh-faced Gaunt mentioned? Good. Listen up. We got hit hard just there, but we managed to kill or capture every attacker, except one. I noticed a scout hang back and leg it when things swung our way. If they're bringing back up from the Isle of Dogs, we could be toast. I need you to stop them. They look to be beelining for the comms station north of here. I've got someone to trip the power on it remotely, but that'll only hold them so long. Go snuff out the Hornet before it brings back the nest. The scout was a young lass. Denim fatigues, spiky hair. Should be easy to spot. Now go. If you need medical attention, I can take a look at you, but I can't do miracles. And wipe those questions off your tongue. We've got no time for that. Need help? Can't say I've treated a survivor of a rail accident before. This'll be interesting. There. You were suffering from some kind of psychological distress, probably brought on by the crash. That remedy should do the trick. Just remember those breathing exercises. Look where you're going. Can I help you? I can spare a few supplies, sure.
mate. What can Biv the Spiv do for you? Only the finest. Come have a butcher's. Hello again, Gov. You want to see what Biv the Spiv has in store today? Ah, it's just a bit of humour about, you know? Nothing wrong with my goods. I get them all from reputable sources. Whether those sources realise I'm procuring from them is perhaps another matter. What my mum would think if she saw me now. Ah, dirty hands indeed. Sure, load 'em up! Oh, now you're really gonna get me started. Us vagabonds control the turf around Bromley. Used to be, we controlled a lot more till the bloody syndicate stabbed us in the back. That's a bit of history, I guess. Sebastian Gort heads up the gang, like his dad did before him. His lieutenants help him out. We're based here in the Swan Mitre. Beautiful pub, ain't she? Well, there's a lot to tell. The vagabonds have been around Bromley in some form or other since the Third Great Fire. Used to be lots of little gangs about. Mostly people trying to protect their areas. Keep what little they had safe. We ended up in a big war with a group called the Normans. Bunch of French buggers from an old asylum centre. They came close to wiping us out at one point. Well, Gabriel Gaunt managed to drive them out at last. He formed an alliance with the Isle of Dogs Syndicate, and together we were able to take proper control of East London between us. Then Gabriel got ambitious, started dreaming big about a grand alliance of factions across the city. Always thought big, Gabriel. Unfortunately, Thomas Black had his own ambitions. He had the Syndicate stab us in the back at the Red Treaty, when the alliance was meant to be agreed. He murdered Gabriel and a lot of other good folk. We've been at war with them since. That was 10 years ago, and we've been on the back foot the whole time. We used to be somebody, but now, well, see for yourself. Don't you go telling this to his face, but he's a bloody hero of mine. A few years back, I was caught in a syndicate ambush. Got my leg shot out from under me. I thought I was done for till Gaunt waltzed in, guns blazing, down the lot of them. He took a bullet to the shoulder, but he still carried me out of there himself. There's a lot here with similar stories. Gaunt's got the scars to show it too. The vagabond simply wouldn't exist without him keeping everyone together through the bad years. He's borne it all. He's kept us going, and he's never given in to those bastard dogs. Well, the oldest one is Blind Nelson. He's been around longer than anyone else remembers. He was blinded by the Syndicate during the Red Treaty, but he still keeps his wits about him. Then you got Chill Winston, or Quartermaster. He organises supplies and such, just watch yourself with him. He acts nice, but he's a dark horse, I tell you. Bullet-Tooth Anthony is in charge of weapons. Decent bloke. Used to be married to my cousin Pete before the Syndicate took him down. And lastly, Johnny Shrapnel, who I'm fairly sure was born a few shells short of a cartridge, if you get my meaning. Means well though, and he's not bad at making explosives when he can avoid burning off his eyebrows. Whatever you say, Gov. What? Biv's goods ain't good enough for you? You're stabbing me in the heart here. Well, you got Nadia down on High Street. She's got general goods for sale, but her prices aren't as good as mine, I tell you. Asmo sometimes comes down this way. Sells armour if you need some protection. Good stuff, too. No idea where he nicks it. I mean, sources it from. And of course, you got Porter in the bar, you fancy a tipple. Mostly us. It's fairly contained around Bromley. Defensible, too, with the blast wall out east. Not easy for the syndicate to ambush us here. Down south is the high street with a few traders and some old ruins. Though I hear some hooligans and cultist types have been creeping in recently. Southwest is the old airport. There's some fanciful tales from over there of talking trees. Always hard to tell if it's just the chems talking, though. Straight west is Lewisham. If you're heading there, watch out for the tunnel cough round Blackheath. If you start seeing red spots, then fucking leg it before your lungs collapse. And back up north is the way to the main city. Alright then. Let me think. Well, Jan was looking for some help in doing up the pub after the recent attack. Always short of hands, Jan. I heard old Sid needed some help with something, but he's been a bit stum on exactly what. Young Rain, Yvette's niece, she were getting stressed about some problem or other. Don't know where she's about at the moment, though. But if you want real work, then Gaunt and the lieutenants are you should really be speaking to. I have plenty of that needs sorting. More bodies, getting shite done and all that. You got all day? I travel about a fair bit, and I swear I still haven't seen anywhere near all of it. But I know a thing or two about this city, to be sure. What you want to know? Technically the Queen, but I'm not sure she gets out much these days. Lots of rumours flying around about that. Operating for her are the gentry, all holed up in Westminster paradise. They've got a fancy parliament and civil service and a lot of other nonsense. Not that anyone has any faith in that pretense of democracy. The gentry rule to enrich themselves, and they don't even try to hide it. But not much can be done about it whilst they have the Tommies operating as their muscle. They have a big base in Southwark, but you'll see them all over the place. Thankfully, we're mostly out of their reach here, but we still don't dare mess with them. The Tommies are proper well equipped, and wrapped up in the wretched swamp, the Isle of Dogs Syndicate. Curse their rotten souls. Based up in Millwall. They're in cahoots with the gentry and carry out all their dirty work. Indentured workhouses, child labour, torture sites. Heavy rivals for biggest bunch of pricks in London. Plenty of other gangs about. Pistols in Camden, Roundels in Hackney. They're not bad sorts. Miller's men can be reasoned with too, even if they're a bunch of arseholes. Chaptars are another matter though. They shoot at anyone coming into their territory around Greenwich, and the less said about the crazy beef eaters, the better. Keep the hell away from the Tower of London. Not everything's nasty in London, mind. Eastminster may be poor, but a lot of good folk live there, and the market at Trafalgar Square is proper pucker. And near the St. Paul's Cathedral run a sanctuary of sorts for the down and out. Lovely place. Well, everyone always talk about the collapse of the gentry like it's an imminent event. The way they run the place just don't seem sustainable. But change ain't easy. Especially no one can lead the change. Of course you got the Fifth Column and Camelot fighting over who's best to take over. But I swear someone must be playing them like puppets, because neither get much done whilst they're busy hating on each other. But we have our own war with the Syndicate to keep us occupied, so we don't pay them much heed. Fifth Column are worth hating, mind. They talk a lot of tosh about being for the people, but we all know they're fascist pigs. They're squared up in Cable Street, north of the river if you fancy going there to spit on them. Though I can't say Camelot are a much better alternative. Bunch of grown men and women dressing up as knights? Bloody barmy. They have some big pretend fort way out west. You want to know more than all that? Ha, I suggest you go see for yourself. The blast walls, they go back before a war. Was a way of slicing up the boroughs and keeping people contained. They said it was for the people's safety in case of war. Fat lot of good they did when the bombs started dropping. And now the gentry use them to keep us divided and keep themselves safe. The world hasn't changed in a lot of ways. Sure. Looking to settle your bum down, are you? There's a big gaff right behind the Swan. You can get down there by that alleyway with the arch. Perfect little garage hideout right by Mark Holden motorcycles. Used to be a motorbike repair shop back before the war, it did. The old governors, Mark and Darren, they're still out front rotten. Make sure to say hi to them as you pass by. It's a vagabond tradition, that is. On my travels, I've spotted a few more places round the way that might do the trick for you. All prime real estate. Though you'll have to suss those out on your own. Alright, Gov.
Alright, geezer. What can I do for you? Righto.
You're right. You're the one helping out. Good to see ain't everybody out to get us. About time to tuck in, innit? We won't fall to the likes of the dogs, or anyone else.
Do you need medical assistance? Goodbye.
Hello, mate. Nice to see you again. What can I do you for? I'm quartermaster. I try to keep supplies topped up, keep things running smoothly. Not easy, you know, but I make sure we get by. Why, we're the loveliest group of lads and lasses you'll find around any part of London. We're not loonies running around pretending to be knights. And we're not posh trash trying to lord it over everyone. We stand up for the little people. We keep our neighbourhoods safe. What more could you ask for? They're squared up in Canary Wharf, acting all Ponzi-like. Bunch of clowns if you ask me. But they're also our sworn enemies, and a lot of the cause of our supply shortages. I keep telling the lads, shoot your bullets accurately for a dog's skull, and you'll have more bullets left for more dogs. Everyone's happy then. He's the boss, enough said. Be senior.
We used to be something, but now...
Dad, show your face there.